What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to do something that I don't usually do on this channel a whole lot, but I do hope to be doing a whole lot more of in the very near future. I'm going to do a review for the Steelseries Apex 7 TKL. It's a keyboard I've been using for the last several months now, and I really like it, so I kind of want to give an overview of this keyboard and tell you what I like and maybe what I don't like as much. So before I go any further, I do want to point out that this is a keyboard that I purchased myself. I was not given this for a review. Here's the nice, fancy, pretty box that it comes in. Pretty cool looking packaging there. As you can see, mine came with the blue switches, which I will talk about here a little bit later. I should have gone for the browns for something a little bit quieter because these keys are a little on the loud side. But yeah, there's the box. On to the keyboard itself. So before I started using this keyboard, I was using this Razer full-size keyboard, which is a pretty good keyboard. It eventually started having some issues with it, but what I wanted was something that was smaller. So that is where this Apex 7 TKL comes into play. Obviously, you are missing your numpad over there, which is fine because who uses a numpad unless you're one of those MMO people, which I am not. So I grabbed this smaller, what do they call this, a 60% or something like that? 70%, who knows, some percentage. It's smaller, you see, it's smaller than a normal keyboard, which I really like. I find that for me, if I'm sitting here, my arm, it's more ergonomic for me, I guess is what I'm getting at. My arms are at a more comfortable distance apart rather than being, potentially way out here. I find this to be much more comfortable. The layout is pretty solid. Nothing too super duper crazy here. We will talk about, there's a magnetic little rest here for your wrist, which is quite good. It's kind of got this soft touch finish to it, which is quite nice. It's gotten a little dirty over time. You just know that I've used it a lot, of course. It's just proof of my usage. And as you can see, when it gets close, it magnetically attaches. It's a pretty strong magnet. No worry of it going anywhere anytime soon. You also get this really neat little OLED display up here, which can be used for a couple different things. My personal favorite use is to sync it up with Discord, and it'll actually show the name of whoever is speaking in Discord. That's actually pretty cool. I'm not sure how useful it is, but it's neat. Right now, it's just got the Steelseries logo kind of, slowly scrolling across there. You can set it to whatever you want it to be. There's a little wheel right here, which you can use to change the volume on your computer, which can come in handy for sure. And in general, this basically what this does in conjunction with the scroll wheel and the button, you can change between different presets on the fly, which if you're someone that utilizes a lot of macros and things like that, that could be pretty cool as well. So in place of a function key, you have this Steelseries key here, which is used to do things like change the brightness of the LEDs, which can actually go quite bright, and I think that looks quite good. I personally keep it somewhere kind of dialed back a little bit just because if you're playing and it's in a dark room, boy, that can get incredibly loud. You've got your macro setting buttons, some other cool things like that. Let's talk about these switches. I'm going to give you a brief moment here to just hear what they do sound like. This is a Razer Black Widow Tournament Edition, and it's very, very similar in terms of clickiness and loudness. The general feel of typing on this keyboard is pretty good. You've got, the actual weight to begin actuation is quite good. The keys are quite stable. They don't feel like they're bottoming out super hard. Overall, it's a very solid, very good typing experience. You have a USB pass-through that is incredibly brightly lit up. Let's see if we can turn that down a little bit. Nope, it stays lit up forever. Personally, what I usually use my little pass-through for is for my Elgato Stream Deck. You can actually just set this guy up and plug it directly into the keyboard, and lo and behold, there you go, you're all set up. So that's a fairly convenient thing because who doesn't like having a USB port right there on top of their keyboard. As you can see on the bottom, you can actually route your cable however direction you want to route it, whichever way is easiest for you. You have these handy dandy little feet here if you want to angle the keyboard, which I typically do not do. I haven't really felt the need to have an angle, but it's there if you do need it. Guys, there are a lot of little features that come with this keyboard, a lot of integration with things like Discord and Tidal for the OLED, integration from different games onto the OLED and onto the actual coloration. None of that stuff really gets me super excited. What I really like is just the overall feel of the keyboard. It is made with they're calling it a Series 5000 aircraft grade aluminum frame, and it does feel very good in the hand. In terms of the configuration that you have here, I'm using SteelSeries Engine 3 here, and we'll select the Apex 7 TKL. As you can see here, you have 5 different onboard profiles, which you can set however you want. You've got different illuminations here. You've got quite a bit of customization here. I don't know if it's quite as much as what Razer does with Synapse, but it's definitely adequate. And then you have the ability here to actually change or edit the OLED's image that will be scrolling across there. You can actually just draw whatever you want, and that will be what will appear on the OLED. You can see here where I've scribbled all over it. There it is. Although, why would we want that? Let's get rid of that. Currently, this keyboard can be had on SteelSeries official website for $129.99. As I said, mine is using the blue switches, although I should have used the browns. That might have been a little bit quieter for streaming, but whatever. We're here now. We've got the blues. So that about sums it up. That is my quick overview and review of the SteelSeries Apex 7 TKL. I really like the keyboard. There's not really a lot that I'm upset about with it. Personally, I use the Sensei 310 mouse as well, which is very lightweight. I really like this mouse a lot. And then I use the Arctis 7s for my headphones. I am pretty much full in on SteelSeries, and I've been very happy with all my SteelSeries stuff so far. If you have any comments or questions about this keyboard, please let me know in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer however I can. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Consider becoming a member with the link that says join down below us. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay nerdy, my friends. If you enjoy my content, please consider becoming a Scary If Literal member. You'll get access to a whole bunch of emoticons to use with live streams and a shout out on an upcoming video. Thanks as always for your continued support.